Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So I would like to entitle this particular video, Taking Back the Streets. But you can't actually take back the streets unless you support the police and the criminal justice system. You need to actually prosecute criminals and throw them in jail if the crime warrants it. So in an absolutely outstanding move, Ron DeSantis removed a radical leftist DA by the name of, what is her name here? Monique Worrell, right? Radical leftist, supported in her campaign to gain that office by, yes, George Soros, right? The cultural Marxist George Soros. Well, what was the particular problem with Monique here? Well, to say soft on crime would be a huge understatement. She failed to pursue minimum mandatory sentencing. That's right, minimum mandatory sentences. These are laws that have been passed and that she is obliged to fulfill. Well, she doesn't, or didn't, right? Past tense, she's gone, thankfully. She, time after time, reduced the sentences for murderers and other serious violent criminals. And she didn't fully pursue the charges that would be warranted in normal circumstances. In one case, and there were countless cases, 17-year-old thug, charged weapons crime, convicted, let off easy. Well, very shortly after, within a couple of months, shot and killed his pregnant girlfriend and the unborn child. Now, had this little thug been in jail where he belonged, that woman would not be dead. And the stats are very clear. There's an excellent book by Herrnstein, and I forget the other co-author, on crime. Yes, you want to stop crime? Swift and sure punishment. That stops crime. It reduces crime dramatically. Soft on crime, you reward criminality. And that's what this prosecutor was doing. Far too lenient and endangering, in the rationale, endangering public safety. Of course she was endangering public safety. And at the end of her little, nail herself to the cross speech, she raised the Black Panther, raised fist gesture, right? Black Panther salute. Well, the Black Panthers, no surprise there, a Marxist-Leninist Black Power movement. These people were awful. And Angela Davis, scholar and critic of the oppression, the global white oppression of blacks. This is her talking about her thoughts on the criminal justice system. At this moment in history of the U.S., I don't think there can be policing without racism. I don't think the criminal justice system can operate without racism. Which is to say that if we want to imagine the possibility of a society without racism, it has to be a society without prisons. Yes, this leftist DA raising that Black Panther symbol tells you everything you need to know. And she's hardly alone. You hear about this decarceration movement all the time. Oh, we need to let these violent criminal thugs out of prisons because leftists believe that criminals are the victims of systemic oppression and capitalist exploitation. Capitalist exploitation, many of these have never had an honest job in their lives. Slinging crack on the street corner. Oh, they've been swept into the underside of the capitalist system. No, they're criminal thugs, right? Criminal thugs, they belong in jail. So, taking back the streets, absolutely outstanding. Happy to see this DA in my rearview mirror along with Megan Rapiro. Absolutely outstanding. And please do check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. It's available on Amazon. It's not important because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop a thumbs up. Thanks so much for your time. Bye-bye.